Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me on Flipgrid Friday. We're going to go over how to use Flipgrid, a few ideas of how to use it in your classroom. I provided a link for you here on the opening page so that you could have this presentation so you could refer back afterwards. Please let me know if you have any questions. My email there is up on the screen, mirabito@cliu.org. I've been using Flipgrid for many years, pretty experienced in using this. So if you need any help creating topics, groups, or even using the new feature of Grid Pals, please reach out and I'd be happy to Zoom with you and show you and walk you through how to use this program. So what is Flipgrid? It's a simple, free, and accessible video discussion experience for students pre-K to PhD. It is super simple to use. Like I mentioned, it is free, and most students now are using the Google platform. So you can log in directly through Google. When you set up your topics, all your students have to do is click on the join code. You can embed that right into Google Classroom. You can send it through an email. So they're really just clicking on a link and they have access to using your Flipgrid and completing assignments in your topics. So how do you use Flipgrid? Elementary teachers, here's some ideas: icebreakers, conferences, open house moments, mathematical thinking. When I was teaching in 4th and 5th grade, I would use Flipgrids in basically every center for math and ELA. For ELA, they would have to do a retell and tell me about the section they had to read that day. And in math, Flipgrid provides you with a whiteboard feature. So they would be working on the whiteboard and explaining to me how they were solving a problem or how they were attacking a word problem so that I could course correct. So it's a very, very good way to assess knowledge and understanding. For middle school, reading journals, think alouds, newscasts, progress reports, many, many different ways you could use this. High school, there's a few high school ideas there. If you're a tech coach, there's a few ideas there as well, and post-secondary. So there are a ton of ways that you can use Flipgrid. I'm just going to go over some basic uses today and give you an idea of how to start this and how to create some topics. Specifically for remote learning, there's this poster here is linked to this webpage, and there are age-specific ideas for remote learning. For K to 6, we have some good ideas here: 2 Truths and a Lie, All About Me, Staff Intros, Virtual Playground. If you scroll down, there's some middle school ideas: Introductions, Mindfulness, Lit Circles and Book Reviews. High school, Promote SEL, Peer-to-peer feedback, culturally responsive pedagogy. There's a lot here. So I just wanted to provide you with this link. It's right embedded into the presentation here, so feel free. I love using these at the beginning of the school year for student intros, but also coming back from a holiday break. I could see, especially in the elementary realm, asking the students what they did over break. When you're remote, you don't have a chance to really talk to the students one-on-one unless you're Zooming one-on-one, and I know that takes a lot of time. So why not put this assignment out there and let the students really tell you how their vacation was, and just build relationships that way through Flipgrid. All right, so on the topic of social emotional learning, this is another link if you were to click on the presentation. Flipgrid has just recently posted their 5 ways to incorporate SEL in the classroom. There are some daily check-ins, and it gives you some directions and some questions that you might want to ask and some topics that you could create so your students could take part in this. Send some positive vibes, stress relief, human connection, self-reflection. Those are just some of the ways that you could use this as a way to incorporate SEL. One of the elementary teachers that worked for me created daily check-ins and made a theme for every day of the week. So on Monday, it might be, what did you do over the weekend? On Tuesday, something that made you happy yesterday, and it's just a way to gauge how your students are doing from home, but also creating that culture and building a relationship that you might not be able to so easily do with a virtual environment. So just some ideas here on this webpage. And again, it is linked directly on this slide in the presentation. It's very, very easy to set up. You can get started in less than 5 minutes. share your voice in 2 minutes. So really it's just go to flipgrid.com, sign in with your Google account, and you are automatically set in there. It has direct links to Google Classroom. Schoology has direct links as well. So please try this out, and I'm sure that you will enjoy it. Before we hop into the actual program, I wanted to provide you with 2 videos. This is a great overview of how educators use Flipgrid. And then this is a link that you can provide for your students and parents when you're first starting out with Flipgrid. So I want to take a second here and show you this YouTube video.
Welcome to Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a simple, free, and accessible video discussion experience for pre-K to PhD educators, learners, and families. In Flipgrid, educators post discussion prompts and learners respond with short videos. To get started, go to flipgrid.com and click Educator Sign Up to create a free Flipgrid account with Microsoft or Google. Once you've signed up, start the discussion by creating your first topic. Your topic can reflect on a chapter of reading, demonstrate an exercise routine, share a hypothesis, anything. I'll make this as simple as share one of your favorite discoveries. Add anything you want your learners to review prior to responding, such as links and videos, to foster enriching inquiry. You can also set the maximum recording time and choose to moderate your topic, meaning video responses will be hidden from your community until you approve them. Your topic is private to your learning community. Add the email domain of your learners, that's everything after the @ symbol in their email, or create a student list for younger learners. Add a guest password if you want to invite families or experts into your discussion. When you're ready, share with your learning community. All they need is this unique code. They can enter the code on the free Flipgrid app or on any computer with a webcam via the Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome browser at flipgrid.com. You can also copy and share this Flipgrid join link wherever you connect with your community, including Microsoft Teams, Google Classroom, and Remind. After clicking the unique link or entering the code, your learners will log in either with their Microsoft or Google account or the ID you created for them. Once in, they can see your prompt, access the text with the powerful immersive reader, and when they're ready, click record to add a video with the simple, fun, social media-style Flipgrid camera. Share these steps with your community by sharing the Getting Started Students video. For more ideas on how you can use...
So that's just a very quick overview of what exactly Flipgrid is and how to start to use it in your classroom. Like I said, the Getting Started with Students video, you can give this link to parents and students, and it can give you a kind of an overview of how to begin the program. So now that we have introed everything, let's hop into the program and I can show you how to use it and how to set it up. So we are going to go to flipgrid.com. If you are new to this program, you will do educator sign up, and you can sign up through your Google. Because I already have an account, I'm just going to log right in, clicking educator login. All right, so this is your main screen. You can tell you're on your main screen if you have discussion highlighted or underlined. Here are all the assignments that you can create. So let's start at the very beginning here. And our first step is to add a topic. This is how you create your assignment. So like I had mentioned before, we're just going to create a topic from scratch, and I will show you later how to search for other topics that have already been created, so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. There's already a ton of content out there. So I'm just going to title this Introduction, and maybe this is the first time my students are using this, and I just want them to get comfortable with the program. They're coming back from holiday break, so my directions are going to be, tell me a little bit about your holiday break. So I'm writing down the directions in this prompt, but then I can also create my own video. And my 4th and 5th graders loved when I would create my own video, I add an emoji at the end, and verbally tell them the directions as well. So they saw the directions right here in the prompt, and they were able to listen to me as well. You can upload your own video if you already have one, add a video from YouTube, upload an image, a Giphy, an emoji, anything that you'd like. A little bit more fluff makes it a little bit more exciting for the kids. Right here, you will put your school email address. So whatever your student's email address is, you just put that right in here, and then they will no longer need a login specific ID because they will already be within your domain. So once you create this assignment, it'll generate a join code, and all the students have to do is click on the link. Down here, I would suggest topic moderation if they've never used this before. That allows you as the teacher to view their recording before it gets posted to the actual website where their peers can see it. So the first few times I would recommend clicking topic moderation so that you have to approve their posts. Right here, you can change this feature. Students can respond to other students using video and text. If you'd like to change that, you can. Closed captions, you can change language if you wish or turn it off. And then the recording time, anywhere from 15 seconds to 10 minutes. I like to keep around between 1 minute to 3 minutes. If not, attention spans get lost there a little bit. So I would I like that little time frame in there, and it's usually enough time for students to explain their work. For this particular demo, I don't have any students currently, so I'm just going to make this public so I can create my topic. So when you're done filling all this information out, you go down to the bottom, create topic, and now your topic is created. You can copy this link, and that is the join code. So if you're using Google Classroom, you can click on Google Classroom and it'll take you directly there. Or if you're sending emails, however you communicate with your students, just copy this link and send it to them, and then this will take them specifically to this exact topic so they can fill it out. All right, so what do they see after they click on your link? They will see the title, they will see your directions, they will see their join code, and if you added a picture or a video or anything, it would pop up right here. So they get to this link, then they go down to the bottom and they record a response. So let me show you what it looks like from the student end. In the record a response area, there are a lot of different options that you can use. Down here, you can upload a clip, you can mirror video, mute, or record your screen. So if you wanted them to screencast, they absolutely could with this program for free. The effects are really, really cool. I'm sure your students will play with all these different filters. I'm sure that that would be enjoyable to them, so they can change that. More so than that, you can add frames, news alert, things like that. Probably my favorite feature though, you can add emojis and text and drawn, but my favorite is this board. So I would use this a lot, especially for math. You can use a whiteboard, or you can use graph paper, line paper, all those different things. If I were, one of the big topics in 4th grade and 5th grade was multiplication or division. So I wanted them to keep their columns organized. So I would have them use this graph paper. You can also slide this so it can be less of you and more of the screen, or more of you and less of the grid paper. So I want to keep it about there. If your assignment was to solve a math problem, I might put the math problem on the board or in the assignment. Then you go add your board, go back and click draw. So let's just say I have 474 times 6. Now their columns are all lined up, and they can explain to you how they solve this problem. Another feature I want to point out up here is show topic. So they're really excited to use this for the first time, but they don't remember what their topic was. So your directions will pop up right here if they click on that. And then also for students that are a little bit less confident recording themselves, there's a sticky note feature. This will not show up on their actual video, but if they want to type over here what they're going to say, they can do that and just read kind of verbatim off their sticky note. When they are ready to record, click the record button. I'll give you a countdown. Today I'm going to show you how to solve 474 times 6. When they're done with their video, they click the pause button. Then they click next. Today I'm going to show you how to solve 474 times 6. When they're done with their video, so you can edit that. Today I'm going to show you again. Then they click next. You will have to take a selfie at the end there, or submit. So I'm just going to submit. Normally this pops up and my writing is still there. So I'm going to confirm. I'm going to click submit, and I'm done. Done with my assignment. Click complete, and now it will show up down here. So now, if you checked video moderation, you'll get an alert that a video has been populated. You can watch that and then accept. And other students will then be able to comment and share their thoughts on their videos as well. So that's a very basic way of how to use this. If I go back to discussion, here's all the assignments that I created over time. I wanted to show you the discovery tab. So this is what I was talking about earlier when it comes to content. So let's say I wanted something to do with algebra. So I'll type in algebra. Obviously, I can change my subject to math. And then audience, I would change maybe to high school. And it's still going to bring up everything that has to do with algebra. So another filter I like to use after this has been populated is click on used, and usually the better videos, the better topics are created and used more times. So I have 86 times here, so I'm going to click on this assignment to see what it is. So where do math symbols come from? Here's the question: what would life be if we didn't have mathematical symbols? So here's the question. If you like this topic and you want to use this as well, all you have to do is click add topic and then click next. Now it is your content and you can edit all of this information, or you can leave it the same. And then once you are done editing, you can update your topic. And now it is your content. So you can use this over and over again, and there's some great stuff out there. So I would suggest using that discovery tab after you've made a few of your own. One other, I could go over all these individual tabs for days here, but I want to point out one more, and this is Grid Pals. This is pretty new to Flipgrid. This is essentially pen pals from all over the world. So once you create your account, you can find pen pals, and what that does is it gives you a co-pilot for your topic. So what a co-pilot is just like a co-teacher. You can zoom in and choose your grade, and it will search the whole map for you. So let's say elementary. Specifically, I want to work in, let's say, ELLs. So this will specifically give me ELL classes. And then I can hover in and choose one of these people. And then it gives you their information and you can connect with them. And now your students have a pen pal in Wyoming or wherever you might choose. And when you become a co-pilot or co-teacher with this teacher, you can create assignments and the kids can answer back and forth, and you can have them socialize and meet new people from another state working on similar topics. So it's just another cool feature that Flipgrid offers. Again, Flipgrid's completely free and is a really valuable tool, especially in the remote learning environment. Kids love it. They love recording themselves. They love using the filters, emojis, and things like that. Great for checks for understanding. So please, if you have any questions, let me know, and I'd be more than happy to walk you through any of the different topics. If you get a little bit more advanced and you want to check out activities, mixtapes, and shorts, I'd be more than happy to do that one-on-one with you. I just didn't want to overload you on the first day of Flipgrid here. So thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, please reach out, and have a great holiday.